Your news for the state of Tennessee in about 10 minutes. Tennessee in 10 starts now.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Amanda Hara at WSMV in Nashville, and we're covering some breaking news that spans basically the entire state. A murder suspect out of East Tennessee has just been arrested in Nashville.
I'm Whitney Turner in the WVLT newsroom. A Knoxville man accused of shooting two men at an apartment complex, killing one, was arrested in Nashville. Knoxville police responded to Washington Pike early Thursday morning. Investigators say 21-year-old Kevin Martinez shot and killed the victim, Ernest Glenn, at North Hills Apartments. Nashville police arrested Martinez as he was boarding a Greyhound bus there. He is now being charged with first-degree murder and aggravated assault. KPD says he will be extradited to Knoxville in the coming days. Back to you.
A man is accused of stealing a dog from a woman who was walking it in Memphis. This happened back in March, but an arrest has just been made. Police say Detarius Daniel threatened to shoot the University of Memphis student unless she handed over her French Bulldog puppy. That led to a fight where the woman was pushed to the ground. Police say they used surveillance video to track down Daniel and charge him. Bird flu popping up around Chattanooga. The CDC says tests found the virus in the region's wastewater. So far, no confirmed cases in Chattanooga. The virus is spreading in wild birds and causing outbreaks in poultry and dairy cows. Health officials say there have been no cases of it spreading from human to human. Well, Tennessee parents will soon have more control over what their kids can see online. Next year, 2 laws requiring parental consent and age verification go into effect. One requires social media platforms confirm that parents gave permission for kids under 18 to make an account.
This opens up these companies for civil suit. So these parents can come back and say, hey, you dropped the ball here. My kid wasn't supposed to have this, and now you're liable for civil penalty on this.
Under the law, companies have to also allow parents to set time restrictions, review privacy settings, and revoke consent for their kids' account at any time. The second law aims to prevent kids from being exposed to pornography or sexually explicit content. It requires adult-oriented websites to verify age. Users can prove that by uploading a picture that matches a state ID. The social media consent law only applies to accounts created in the new year and beyond. Impact Plastics now responding to a lawsuit after the death of one of its employees. The East Tennessee factory was hit by flooding from Hurricane Helene. 6 employees died. Now the company says it is not responsible for at least one of the deaths. Johnny Peterson's family filed a lawsuit in October. It claims he and others asked to leave work but were not allowed.
I want everyone who made a choice that day and made the wrong choice to answer for their actions. I want to hear what their explanation was.
Impact Plastics now says management never told anyone they couldn't leave, and that Peterson guided the owner and others out of the factory to safety. The company says afterwards, Peterson went back through the flooded parking lot to where other employees were gathered. That's where they were swept away.
A setback in the repair work on I-40 at the North Carolina state line. A massive chunk of damage is looking like the road is going to stay closed longer than expected. Take a look at this. The state's Department of Transportation says a part of the road crumbled in the Pigeon River Gorge last week. They say it's because of the recent freeze and thaw weather. The part of the interstate has been closed since Hurricane Helene damaged it back in September. The North Carolina Department of Transportation originally hoped to reopen part of that road in the first week of January. However, this damage will keep it closed until engineers can make sure it's safe. I'm Whitney Turner in the WVLT newsroom. Back to you.
First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro is here with a look at the weather where you live, and for most of us, pretty cold this morning.
Yeah, it's a cold start, Amanda, but we do have a nice rebound coming our way through the afternoon, and hey, the rest of this week as well, but eventually we will have to toss some rain back into the mix. Now, we'll have good sunshine for the most part today, a little bit more cloud cover west of I-65, but most of us are going to end up really winning out with the sunshine overall. 40s out in East Tennessee will be near, if not in the 50s elsewhere through the rest of our day. Tonight, the cloud cover is on the increase. The majority of the rain rain tonight and tomorrow should stay up to our north and west. So I don't really expect any big travel issues as far as Christmas Eve is concerned. It will still be chilly tomorrow, but not as cold as what we're waking up to this morning, though we could still come in the 20s, especially out toward the Smokies, maybe some higher elevations in the Cumberland Plateau. Tuesday afternoon, we'll mix clouds and sunshine. Here's things pretty much staying dry for us. What we're watching for on Christmas Day is that round of moisture that's back to our west. Now, that's our next frontal system, but it's not going to make it all that far. For those of us in West Tennessee, we're going to have the best chance at a passing rain shower late Tuesday night and into the day on Wednesday. Areas in Middle and East Tennessee, the farther east we are, the better dry time we're going to end up getting. And it's not like this is coming with any kind of severe weather threat, but some wet weather, some off and on showers from Tiptonville down through Memphis. Not really going to cause any major issues for us, but those are the areas you'll need the umbrella on Christmas Day. We do have more rain, though, coming late this week and heading into the weekend, something we'll talk about through the rest of the week, Amanda.
All right, thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning with a look at the big stories from across the state. Have a great day.
This is Tennessee in 10, streaming your news and weather across the state in about 10 minutes.